Alrighty, let's try the zoom. There we go. Looks like Dan is busy. Huh?
Tax people there?
Yeah, probably. We'll see how it goes. If not, I can drop you off and pick you up or whatever. Did see Bill in a long time. He was there to get his taxes done. He said he was, because they resuscitated him because he was dead.
Oh, wow.
And they brought him back, and then he broke a hip. So that didn't work out so good. I suppose we could park over here, but it looks, see if we can get, looks like we're not going to get closer. So it looks like that's the way it is here. Big town, yes, it's pretty cramped in there. Which is kind of what I expected, I think. So I'll try making a turn, see if it looks any better over here. Yeah, we can sneak in over here. One guy said, I was listening to one of the mechanics, and the guy said he had trouble with the, oh yeah, Allegiance here, with the air pressure monitoring things in the vehicle. So what the guy did is he took it to the tire shop, said put new tires in. He said, take them stupid things out and throw them away. I'm not going to use them. Well, the alarm comes off. He's got a piece of tape and just taped it on top of the thing where
light, yeah.
So he didn't have to see it. So eventually it'll burn out. He said, I've been using these things for years on my old vehicles, never had a problem.
Yep.
I go out and look at them, they look fine. If they don't, I put tire gauge on it, put air in them, and it never screws up. Those things can leak air and cause problems. So they're not the wonder thing that we think they are. So and I thought, well, that's not necessarily a bad idea because you're putting rubber in there instead of plastic, and rubber's less likely to break than plastic. And that's what I think killed some tires on us. And where the problem was, I kind of argued with them at Tires Plus, and I thought that the valve itself needed to be replaced. They weren't interested in doing that.
No, I want to sell you tires.
Well, yeah, but normally when you put new tires in, you put in new valves.
Yeah.
You know, because you want a new valve and stem and everything, so it's flexible and whatever, you know. But, so, now it's working good. If it's going to be every 5 or 10 years, you got to spend $160 for two. I can probably handle that, but it's just like, oh, here comes Delta. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Coming in, coming in, coming in. And they're down almost. Where do you think you want to go to eat?
I guess I'll probably go to Ebenezer's.
Ebenezer's?
I mean, not at Badlands, I mean.
Okay, all right. I don't have a problem with that. I wouldn't have a problem with Ebenezer's, except it's always crowded.
Yeah.
You know, if it was somewhere else where parking was better, it would do even better than it does.
Oh yeah.
And a little bit bigger. That's not.
I meant Badlands.
Yeah, that's fine.
You can go a little bit later.
Huh?
We can go a little bit later.
Let's see, I'm going to turn right just for fun. Pretend I'm back at the U. No, I don't really remember my calculus at all.
So the new thing is for the scams now with AI is all they have to do is get a 10-second audio clip of somebody you know's voice.
Oh, and
the AI can take that 10 seconds of audio voice
and make it convincing.
And they can make it convincing enough that that would fool your parents.
Wow.
And it's starting like now is we'll get somebody you know's voice off of, say, like their answering machine.
Oh, sure.
And then they'll put it into the AI, and the AI can fully synchronize all voice patterns within about 5 minutes of anything your son or whatever might be able to say. And then they'll make it into, oh, I just had a fender bender or something, or accident or something, and I need you to wire me money for whatever.
No.
Or if, say, you're rich or something, and your parents are rich or something, I need some amount of money for my lawyer for my court case.
Okay, authenticate off of Mike.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what you should do.
That might shake him down.
But yeah, like I said, what you should do is get off the phone call from them.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they can fake the phone calls to make it look like they're really coming from the from a real person.
And then they're not.
And they said what you need to do is get off the phone with them, get on your cell phone or something, call them up and confirm it.
Oh.
Because if you just got a call from me, and it looked like my number, and I says I'm in trouble and need money because of something that happened, you're more than likely to send me the money, right? Based on my voice patterns and everything else.
It was going to require more than that.
Yeah, but I mean, if I was
going to have to call you,
if I was in a
on
pinch
your phone,
somewhere,
yeah,
and I said I need you to wire me money or whatever, if I was out of the area or something, you know, I'm at the Western Union station, wire me the money.
No.
For something.
No.
Well, say I was out of the state or something, and say I just got in an accident. I need so much money for cover, or I need to rent a new car or whatever, and the number looks like it's mine on the thing,
even though it's not.
And it sounds like me in the way I talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I said a lot of people are falling for that now.
Yeah, if people put the energy into working that they put in trying to steal,
oh yeah,
they could do quite well.
Well, hey, it's free money.
Yeah.
It's no different than the phone scamming idiot from overseas.
Yeah. Somebody called me about trying to be Social Security. I was like, goodbye. I said something like,
well, some of them I said that they, and here's another thing that's another hack or scam that's going on. They'll go on some of these legit job form sites, and they'll make themselves like a business or something. That like a real business
you'll give them all your sensitive information,
and they'll say, okay, you applied for this job or something through our ad. Now we need 2 forms of identification. Yeah.
Puppies want back in.
And you think about that now. Think of all the stuff that you give an employee.
Too much. Yeah.
Now, imagine if these were scammers.
Oh yeah.
I need 2 forms of identification. Well, they give them your social security number,
driver's license,
and they give you your driver's license or whatever.
Right.
And then like there's one example was this lady who was applied for a medical transcoding thing, and they said get it. In fact, we'll even send you a $1,000 check to buy the office supplies you need for your remote operations. And here's the other thing is, it might be legit money they send you, but see, in the process of this is they'll get a thing back saying what your bank account is
and everything about it.
Well, you already sent them the information for you for direct deposit,
so that they'll take it out.
So once they get that confirmation,
they can take it out.
They can yank everything out of your account.
Yeah.
Yank everything out of your account.
Yep.
And there's really nothing that they can. Well, in the instance of this one person they were talking about, is she went to try to pay for something with something that they had given her through Apple Pay, and Apple Pay flagged it as a scam.
Oh yeah.
So in that sense, she was able to get protected. But she said if she would have gone to like a mom and pop store or something to get credit, to do some kind of credit thing or whatever, if they didn't have like Apple Pay or whatever, or Google Pay or whatever these ones, yeah, they would just paid, bought their stuff, and got home, and then found out their accounts were wiped.
Well,
and they wouldn't have known if they weren't even known if they were. They would think they'd be going to work for this fake company or something. Well, now, because if that happened, like you say you were thinking that, yeah, you just got this $50-some an hour job. Well, I'm like, okay, well, my little nest egg of whatever I have in savings that they may or may not have yanked, which they probably already did. Whatever else you have in assets or something, you might have just gone out and buy a new car or something, thinking that the job's going to be paying you this huge amount of money, and then come find out it's not a real job.
Yeah, that's not so good.
So now all your nest egg is gone, plus you're in debt.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit, man. It's crazy shit.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, so a lot of these scammers are not even the overseas ones. They're just people that are here in this country.
Or illegals. That just
well, that could be that too.
That one guy, he was calling me about Social Security stuff, and I went, I listened to him a bit, and I said, this call is ending.
Yep.
He said, what is this call? I
don't care.
I heard that when I was in the process.
It was like somebody called me the other day for AARP, and I just started laughing.
Well, I got a call from the NRA. Look, I didn't know what the phone call was. Mom said it's a Minnesota number, so I guess I better take it. And it was the NRA trying to get me to give them money. Well, I'm still pissed at the NRA about a few things, so I don't give them very much. I'll give Gun Owners of America some money, but I won't. Right now, NRA's on my not giving them money list. So just they got rid of the guy.
A lot of these places get huge amounts of money from the government anyhow.
This guy, the guy that was the executive guy, was stealing money, and
of course it was,
and padding his accounts and getting $1,000 suits and doing all kinds of other weird shit. And they got rid of him finally, thank God. And
these national chains, they get money from all types of things, and they government and stuff. And
so they called NRA, called me up and said, if I'd have known it was the NRA, I wouldn't have taken the call. But it says, you could upgrade to Patreon. I says, I'm not going to do that at this time. And did you want to donate something to this? I said, not today.
Not in this economy, man. I don't have enough money to donate.
I just tried to keep it straight and simple. If I decide to give them money, I will. But I'll give it to the.
I'll give it to the church before I'm going to give it to them.
Yeah, but I mean, the Gun Owners of America, they go and sue these dirtbags for being dirtbags, so they get things, laws changed and everything else. NRA used to do that, but they were. I
don't know. Congress right now ain't doing much of anything.
Well, no, they're going on Easter vacation.
I don't know what they just did now, but whatever they did today or yesterday or something. People are pissed at Johnson.
It's not his fault
because he brought up this bill that everybody thought he wouldn't bring up, and he brought it up to get passed.
He's trying to pay the bills for right now.
Yeah,
they'll fight about. It's not like they got a super majority or anything.
No.
And then these guys that got pissed, they just decided to quit instead of working at the end of their term so they can have time for somebody else to try to get in there. No, I'm quitting February, and then y'all got to figure out what to do, and the governor won't play the Democrat or whatever. But so they end up losing that seat totally for 6 months or whatever it is till they get another election or an appointment, and then it might not be conservative at all. It might be some really wacky. The thing that's funny about it. Fetterman, the guy that made no sense at all, makes more sense than all of them.
I try not to listen to much politics, especially this year.
He's the guy that had the seizures and all the other problems and stuff, stroke. He makes more sense than 6 of these other guys put together.
Politics.
And he said the Democrats are screwing up. He's a Democrat.
That's fine. Whatever.
I thought that was cool.
I try not to worry about politics because this
No,
politics. This year is such an election year that
Yeah,
nobody cares what they're saying. So.
Right. But I was just saying, he was the guy that nobody
Whatever.
thought had a clue, and all of a sudden he's turning to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after his stroke, he's recovering. Yeah, he's pretty sharp.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Kind of glad he's in there now. He's making a lot of sense. But I'm just, you know, you don't know.
Makes sense. Doesn't mean necessarily.
Well,
anything's gonna get
again,
done.
most of them are out to rip off as much as they can. They're there too long, they become Washingtonians instead of being North Dakotans or South Dakotans or Arizonans or whatever. They're out in the greasing their palms.
Of course they are.
The one guy had all the. See, they still got the lines shorter to Popeyes than it was, but still, it's a line. Are you gonna turn right? Okay. Yeah, it was halfway. Yeah, it was like been like this for a week now.
Monster's the new thing.
It just opened like Monday or something like that, so everybody thinks.
Everybody wants to get there and test out and see if it's any good.
Yeah. And it's a pretty small building, really. The parking lot's pretty small, but you can see the drive-through is full out into the street again.
Yep.
We drove by it later on in the afternoon. It was about the same.
Let everybody eat it and we can
Pick up the walker.
What a joyous day.
So far. So far, so far.
Jen's there. She's probably gonna just want to go right now and eat. And I'm like, give it a little bit of time here.
A little bit of a break. See if the mail's here. Body.
Go eat pizza for tomorrow.
We do that.
Cheese.
Come back. Yep. And the rest of it after that. Yep. That's what I'm thinking.
Want to get cake and ice cream or whatever?
How many of us want to eat the cake and ice cream that we can have? That doesn't have too much sugar in it.
Well, I was like, Mom could probably make a little German chocolate cake, so we have mixes
Mom
for it.
Probably could.
And then we just go get ice cream.
We just don't know where to put the ice cream at. Freezer space is kind of tight.
Yeah, I know.
We need to figure out, we need half and half of milk and whatever else.
Yeah, milk is just cut out.
I suppose
Or will be.
Jen probably needs some more money too. So.
She went up and bought her own earbuds, the same ones I bought her, that she lost. She went up and bought the same ones. They came down in price. They weren't $100 like when I bought them, but I was just like, oh God, I hope you don't lose these.
Wouldn't do me any good because I got the hearing aids in. So. That became a problem when they wanted me to listen to stuff on the computer, and then they wanted me to plug into that and listen to it. I said, well, here's my problem. I got to take the hearing aids out.
Yeah.
So what I did is I held it up here by the hearing aid. So